Hello again, welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. Big thank you to Sixpoint Brewing Company, Sixpoint Craft Ales. They sent me a range of beers. This is their diesel. Very much looking forward to this one. The Bengali Tiger absolutely blew my mind. This is what I can gather. It looks like a dark beer. 6.3% ABV, 69 IBUs. Let's get it open. It's had a bit of a dent on the can. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm just going to be careful. Have my glass ready for this one. That's fine, absolutely fine. I love the idea of craft beer in a can. Absolutely love the idea of craft beer in a can. There's not going to be any light penetration whatsoever. The beer's sealed, you're not going to have any problems with caps, faulty caps, where the air gets in the beer and it sends a good bottle of beer off. There's none of that with a can. The cans are also easily disposable, they're a lot lighter. You can crush them down, chuck them away. You can't do that with a glass bottle. So loving that idea. Okay, so we've got an off-white kind of tan coloured head. It's one finger. It's completely black, as you would expect. As you would expect. I'm holding it next to a light. There is no light coming in here whatsoever. The head is a medium kind of fluffy consistency. I'm gonna get the nose. It's got my mouth watering. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh! I'm looking at the beer. It looks for the world. It looks for the world like a stout. Black can, diesel, and then I'm reading the back before I come on air, and it's talking about pine forest, and I'm thinking, ooh, maybe a black IPA. This smells. If you closed your eyes and smelt this beer, you would absolutely believe that it's just a golden coloured beer. It's just pine. There's really not much dark malt coming through at all. I've got to get in. I am so excited by this beer. Oh wow. Oh wow, now that is different. That is very different. After tasting it, I go back to the original idea a bit about it being a stout. It's got the mouthfeel of a stout. It's thick. There's some really nice chocolate malts coming through. There's coffee. There's caramel. It's still coming now, and then this hot bitterness kicks in. Straight, what I like, there's a nice middle. Beginning is malt. It's hop and malt. It's hop and malt exactly the same. The hop goes from the start. The middle is then all dark, beautiful roasted coffee and caramel. Wonderful flavours. And then at the end of the palate, it's just completely, for me, it's just this wonderful pine forest taste mixed in with, it's probably, here we go, I got one for you. You've just lit a fire in a pine forest. You've let the fire go out. It's smouldering a bit. You know when you stamp on some broken old bits of wood in a fire and they crush under your feet, and then you release all of them dark, roasted, dark, burnt kind of smells. at the same time, somebody's got hold of the pine tree and and they're shaking it back and forth, and the pine needles are dropping to the floor, and it's just combining to give you like this piney, roasty, toasty heaven. This is by far. Can I call this a black IPA? Do you know, somebody once told me that the quality of a black IPA is to extract the dark malt from the IPA. So extract the dark malt, the colouring, and then just get it hopped and hopped and hopped. So you got your eyes closed, you're thinking it's a golden coloured IPA. When you open your eyes and you look at it, it's a dark beer, there's not that much malt. With this, it's very different. There's, as I said, there's a lot of dark malts, then it sways from pine to IPA, then it sways back, then it sways forward again. This is a very different drink, and I'm actually liking it. I'm liking the fact that you're looking at the beer, it's dark. You're expecting a bit of, you're not looking for mind games really. You're not looking for this strange mind game where you're not putting the dark malt in. This is dark chocolate malt in abundance, but the hops are still powerful enough to pull through the dark chocolate, because it's a very difficult thing to do because it's got a medium mouthfeel, and for me that's all coming from the dark malt, and to get cut through that dark chocolate malt with the hops here is such an achievement. It is such an achievement. I have not tasted a beer like it. Also, loving the IBUs on this. Loving the IBUs. I've tried, oh look at that, bonus, there's some more. Look at that. Look at the condition. I tell you what I love about beers like this. If I rock it back and forth, I don't know if you can see just look at the edge where the head meets the beer. And you rock it back and forth and you get that absolutely wonderful slow rise of bubbles up the side. It's just a great thing. It's a really great thing. It's such a well conditioned beer. It's just totally taken my mind off where I was. It'll come back to me. IBUs. Now I've tasted some big American 100+ IBU beers, and I kind of get them. I do get them, but I think for me there's a limit. There's a limit of probably 75 where it really does get really bitter, and you're talking about one beer drinks then. For me, at 6.3%, 69 IBUs, they've sent me 4 cans. 4 cans of this diesel, 4 cans of the crisp, 4 cans of the sweet action, 4 cans of the righteous, 4 cans of the Bengali tiger. Gonna get them all done very, very shortly, but I could take them to a party. It's a wonderfully. Let me show you the box. I'll show you the righteous. Look at that. Fits in there lovely. That is a proper party pack. You don't get them in the UK like that, where you've got a box, you can just grab hold of the box, put it in the bottom of the fridge, cool it down if you want to. If you like your beer warm, you don't need to. Grab hold of the box, out of the fridge or off your shelf, pop it in a small bag, take it to a party. Job done. Job done. 4 cans of this diesel, for me, is perfect. They've really done their homework on the beer, because they haven't sent the IBUs through the roof. They've kind of considered that they want to give you a load of flavour, but they want to also give you a beer that you can session. And I think that's an art. I think this is a brewery with great minds, great intelligence. Everything is down to the detail. There's so much detail, and I think that's why there's such a massive buzz about this brewery right now, is because 2004 established, they're 11 years old, 12 years old, they're 6, they're 8 years old max, 8 years old. They've caused such a buzz in America. I think it's all down to their thought process, I really do. They put their beer in cans. It's not going to go off. It's not going to get light struck. It's not going to get skunky. It's sealed properly. It's in a can. It's light. Look. Job done. It's gone. I get rid of the can. It's small. I haven't got a million bottles in my kitchen if I'm drinking their beers. The next thing, like I mentioned, you can fridge pack it. You can whack it in the fridge. You can leave it on the shelf. They've really done their homework. And if you're a British brewer, I know I've got British brewers watching. If you're a British brewer watching this right now, have a look at this idea. Really think about it and take it on board. I think it's fantastic. Again, I'm going to repeat myself because I just want to make the point of the IBUs are not off the Richter scale. They're not off the Richter scale. They're in a nice bracket that you can session 4 cans. And it's no coincidence that they come in 4 can packs. It's no coincidence at all. Rating for the Sixpoint Craft Ales Diesel. I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful, and it's one of these beers where I felt the old temperature rise inside when I'm reviewing the beer, and I love that. It's nothing worse than every now and again you grab hold of a mundane beer and you're reviewing it and you're thinking, oh God, you know, what do I say? I've got plenty to say about this brewery, plenty of great things. This beer, I think I give the Bengali Tiger a 10 out of 10. I think this beer, if I had any more fingers, I'd give it an 11 out of 10. I haven't. So 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from the Real Ale Guide. I just so happened to crush it in the right place. Check them out on Facebook. Facebook.com/Sixpoint. Check them out. Really, really, really good beer. Thanks for watching another edition of Real Ale Guide. You can email me at realaleguide@googlemail.com. Facebook is facebook.com/Real Ale Craft Beer, and Twitter is twitter.com/Real Ale Today. But put your comments in the comment box. I love the comments in the YouTube comments box. I'll always answer. Subscribe if you like, and cheers.